such hanging people wanted. It is true that God exists. I have actually been Janus, but for many he is unknown. Narki Peru Kumam Bakota, Uspihata Tikritana. To everyone, however, who assumes two visible forms, mother and father. Janmadata Reju, they gave us birth. From them we received our names. We learned the lessons of life by simply sitting on their shoulders. There is no higher form of gratitude than that of service towards them both.
wake me up.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Come in, honey. Go turn aside there.
Come in foot first.
Come in. Take all the time. You had come in here, huh?
Yeah, wrong. Come in, sir.
Come in. Yeah, we have to. Or you go somewhere.
Where's he come out of the high arm?
She's on the top there. Priority. Priority. How much she got priority? She on the top there. Papa. They got 5 right. She got 5 she got others. Just.
So you know the prayers from like ABC now. Teach me the power. She said she wants like an ABC.
Harry Tom. Harry Tom. What is my Harry Tom?
So she was very good. Every day I have to pay her. Very good. Very rich. Right? And quarrels and quando she wanted to go back to college, she go back. She tell me that she had to
Full with X.
and next day, she said, Mom, go right here.
Back. Why is she smiling now? Come on. Come now. Come on. She's smiling. She's good now. She's smiling. She's happy.
You serious? My mother but she might probably want to taste what she found. Maya never wants to sing our song. Maya never wants to sing our song.
Did you say not to forget? Because they go all the way out. And to make sure it makes sense.
On the rail, I pull out the trolley.
Same way. We walking backward? Yeah, walk it over. Yeah, just go.
Come over. Right? Come back here. Yeah, that's she moved her back.
Yeah, she always want room to pass, so you gotta give she space.
Yeah.
I don't want to say goodbye, 'cause this one means forever. Now you're in the stars, the 6 feet from so far. Here I am alone between the heavens and the earth. Oh, it hurts so hard. For a million different reasons, you took the best of my heart and left the rest in pieces. Did you recognize a crumbled cherry still in the box? I don't think that I could ever find a way to spend it, even if it's the last penny that I've got. Oh, I'm still holding on to everything that's said and wrong. I don't want to say goodbye, 'cause this one means forever. And you're in the stars of 6 feet now, look down so far. Here I am alone between heaven and the earth. Oh, it hurts so hard. For a million different reasons, you took the best of my heart.
Okay. We can sing while you walk. Yeah. She can walk and sing while she walk. Yeah. Like up, up. Yeah. Bring it up. Up. Let's sing.
Grazie.
One more. Yeah.
Prince Tulsi Ramachandra ki Jai, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Let's all stand as we begin our ceremony. For those of us who can, if you have any problems or anything like that, standing, you can remain seated. So this morning, we have reached the point where we bid our final farewell to Mark. And this samskar is called Antishti Samskar, the rite of passage from this world to another. And in our Sanatan Dharma, or Hinduism, our ceremony is a very, very short one. The rituals are very short. It has no big set of thing. The thing is, the little speeches, the little songs, the little viewing and stuff like that. My job already takes 5 minutes, or less. But nevertheless, Behoolee Dubay would have lived in most of our lives from the beginning to where she is at this present point. So we just can't take her and throw her aside, because then that would be unworthy of us. So this morning as we pray, we join our hands together. And we want to thank God. When you look at these 6 young men, it's a blessing. Not most parents have this opportunity. She prepared her life and lived it. Not just in the beginning, nor the middle, but she also prepared for her ending. And this morning, we want to give God all the thanks. So we join in a little prayer. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Gangurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Paramanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanenam Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavaiharanam Sarvalokeknatham Narayanaaya Vidmahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om Iti Sri Antishri Samskara Dhyanam. Those of you who are standing, can you please have a seat. At this time, you water. So at this time, we sprinkle water over their beloved body or sharira. Sharir means body. Stula sharir means the body. Sharira means the head. But we are going to sprinkle water symbolically of purifying. So we offer the water around. Right? Just stand right there and sprinkle right now. Om apavitra pavitrava sarvasangatopi maya sparipundrikakshah savyantara suchai. And now we do something called a sankalp. What is a sankalp? It's a resolution. So the sankalp simply means that today I am dedicating myself in the service of this Mahapuja. And for the next 12 days or so, you will perform this karma, this action, until the Bandara. And my dear friends, a sankalp is a very serious thing. It is called Vakdan. Vak means word, and Dan means to give. So in the presence of God, and on behalf of your departed mother, you are making a vow that today you have brought me into this world, and I am making a promise that I will keep and fulfill. And this is how the ceremony begins. So as we join in sankalp, you take your name, you take your mother's name, and all of you together, you touch hands. Om Madhyamukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Pritar Vartam Utamaluke Praptaha Udyarte Ahak Karma Krishi Gaheshu Yatataha Sharira Stana Statishu Amukha Nama Yagyamanasya Amukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Antarikshetam Kareshe Om. As we bow our heads in reverence to Lord Mahavishnu, we commence a soul into your hands. dear God. Om Sri Om Brahma Varunindra Rudrittah Sarnamti Divye Stavirah Pare Sangha Pare Kramo Pranishare Gayantiyam Samagah Yada Vatskita Gatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyantam Naviru Surasura Ghna Devaya Tasme Namaha Om Iti Sri Vardhanam Dhyanam Iti Sri Sankalpa Kriya Antishtikharam Samarpyami Atarvartanam. This the leaf and flowers by the right by the ears. Take water once again and sprinkle around the body, and then you walk around and you give everybody. So these steps. Now, it is so strange that when we do funeral, you always see 5, so 5 people, 5 pinda, 5 this, 5 that. But like I say, I'm a little bit unorthodox. My school of thought was a little bit different. And I think she come from similar school of thought. And I asked for 6 pinda today. And why 6? You have 6 young men standing here today. And I would like to explain based on information and based on the knowledge that will be imparted to you. You have 5 pindas that is offered to the body, and you have 1 pinda. 1 pinda that is offered to the Paramatma. So you have the 5 senses, the 5 sense organs. You have the 5 koshas or the 5 sheets of the body. You have the 5 vital air, Prana, Apana, Udana, Vyana, and Samana. And these 5 airs would have left the body. And that is when you are considered deceased, non-existent. But there is 1 air in this body that is existing right now. And that air is called the Devadatta. That is the final air that leaves the body. And in the Tantrika, Matrik, meaning the Aghori styling in India, where I have studied, this body, in 3 days, if the Aghoris would get a young body, they can invoke life back into that body. Such is the power of the yogis. Hence, when Jesus was crucified, as they say, in 3 days, he was able to raise again. Because he had the yogic power to contain that air and push the other 5 airs outward, and had command to bring back that air, 5 air, to unite with the 6th air. So I use 6 fingers. Unfortunately today, you have 6 of you all to represent each and every one of this aspect of your mother. You see, God has a plan for everybody. She planned it right. And you will see in a moment how she planned it right, my dear friends. So once again, each and every one of you will do and follow suit. So we will offer the water once again. Om Adyamuka Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Britastanam Iti Sri Stanam Sanatana Maya Dhaiti Tavo Patishtatam. So I should walk around and Sir should do the same thing, followed by Raji and Ari and Rishi and then Kuki. Good? Go right ahead. Yeah? Om Adyamuka Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Stanam Iti Sri Vartanam Yachmanam Iti Sri Navadvaiti Tavo Patishtatam. Now, if you can go ahead. Now, people see things happening in funeral. You know when you go to a funeral, and when you go to a wedding, everybody becomes the pundit. And everybody knows this and they know that. And the Baba doing this and the Baba doing that. Baba is supposed to do it anti-clockwise. And then the auntie is supposed to do the other side around. If you live wrong side, then do everything wrong side when you're there. You know? You see, we have to think sensical. We have to think logical, practical. What is the sense in doing the RT back to front now? Huh? What is the sense in doing the offering wrong side? You tell me. And you show me the sense in it. And then I might just say, okay. So everything that is done here is done in a certain sequence, in a certain order. And as we live and practice, this is what we do even to the end. So there's no difference. So now we offer the changan. So you just put one changan here. Good? So, Om Adyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pritasya Prita Sthanam Shah Namittaha Ghandam Maya Dvaite Tavo Patishtatam. On both sides of the head. So we are placing the chandan. These are the 5 doorways that represents the east, west, north and south regions. My dear friends, so the chandan represents, Lord, may this soul be given a vision to travel from this sphere or this loop or this form of existence into the higher existence to whence it has to travel. And this is the reason why we offer it chandan. You see how simple this is? You know? Very simple. So after the chandan is offered, we offer mala. But if you notice today, this mala is not being offered in a full circle. It is not continuing. Why? It is broken. It represents that today you have departed us. You are leaving our home. You are leaving the physical earthly coil that you would have occupied. So by breaking this mala, mala, today we are offering a broken mala, symbolizing the separation from this world to where you have to travel. Om Adyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pritasya Prita Sthanam Shah Nimittaha Pushpamala Maya Dvaite Tavo Patishtatam. Very beautifully, we place the mala. Next one. Let's walk around. One day we will all go through this procedure. Imagine one of us lying down here right now. Imagine life. You know, what I want us to do here is take this moment. And while this ceremony is going on, let us think about our very self. There are people who died in the past 2 years. Remember the pandemic? When a family couldn't mourn, when a loved one was discarded and you didn't know where they went, what happened to them? Let us reflect in this moment and ask God, Lord, upon our time of coming to you, may we never ever suffer or lose the connection whereby we have no one to do this for us. How beautifully a ceremonial send-off is. And every step of the way we are giving here is our love. and no more. And now we do perform an arti. Now we do an arti. And what arti means? You see, as I always say, Hinduism is not a religion, but it's a practical way of life. Sanatana Dharma is a science. It is not we pray to 99 God and we don't know which God to worship. There's only one God and there are many aspects of God. And today, when life is no more in this body, my dear beloved friends, I want to share something with you. When we wake up in the morning and we light a light, that light represents our very soul, our very Atma that is living in this body. When we take a lota with water and we stand before the Surya, the sun, and we chant the mantra Om Suryaya Namaha, we are bowing to the light of this universe. Without the sun, nothing can exist. There's no water, there's no air, there's no earth, there's no warmth. So we say thank you. Om Suryaya Namaha. When we touch the earth and we bow, Om Prithvi Bhyam Namaha, we thank Mother Earth. Because from the earth we come, and the earth we shall go back to. When everyone forsake us, Darte meri mata pita asman. You know, she becomes our mother and our father. The plants grow, the animals feed. We survive based on this earth. My dear friends, when we breathe in and we breathe out, Om Pavan Putraya Namaha, Hum Hanmate Namaha. We breathe in the air of life and we breathe out, my dear friends. This is Hinduism. This is Sanatana Dharma. This is a God that we worship. Hanu, Man. Man means mind. Hanu means to go beyond. And if we go beyond just the mundane thinking of life, we will understand Hinduism. For it is not a religion. Today, we offer a light that is now being traveled. And that arti represents the soul, the Atma of Ma. And today we say, Ma, you may not be able to open your eyes and see us and look at us, how beautifully you would have groomed us, how dharmically you would have groomed us today to perform this antishti, this rite of passage. But Ma, by weaving this light, the vibratory energy of light energy will transmit this vision to you so that your presence will see itself through each and every one of us. So we light the arti and we do an arti. You could do one time, you could do 3 times, you could do 5 times, and if you had the time, you could do it 100 times. Good? So in other words, you do arti. Alright? Om Yam Dware Mahagore Anadani Namastavrita Taraloke Taha Deepa Brutashtatam Om Adya Mukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritestaha Shava Nimitaha Deepam Maya Dvaite Tavo Patishtatam. Now this time, you will just walk around the body 5 times only, right? And everybody will walk together. Nice? So, while you do that, at this time, I ask that we sing a bhajan while they do the arti. Go right ahead. Walk around. Moist taking the time, right? But that time.
Old man. Wonderful man. Oh my God. Siap penduduk pare dapat baik kamu betul berbuat.
तुम स्वर्ग देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शाख तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर्ग देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शाख तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरी शरण हम हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शान दे माँ हे शान दे माँ आख्यान दासी हमें प्यार दे माँ
Right. Good. Another two. Good. Fix that. My next one. Right. Now this is first and half of the bueno, right. Right. Sí. Gracias. Gracias. Tempo pare, dapat baik.
दुनियों ने समझी दुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की बानी दुनियों ने समझी दुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की बानी
And followed by girls, grandchildren, and then
हमको अधिकार दे माँ हे शान दे माँ हे शान दे माँ आख्यान दासी हमें तार दे माँ
just flowers, right?
this side. On this side.
Baby,
So, what we want to do is, at this time, if you didn't get the opportunity to put the flowers at this time, you will have the opportunity right after. So you just want to continue with the service at this point, right? So at this time we will just have a seat and we continue the service. Anish, come. Yeah? Come. We get back everybody in a little minute. Yeah. Om Madhya Mukha Gotrasya Mukha Prekasya Iti Ismi Ganda Dware Navadvaite Tavu Patishnatam. Let me go down, sir. Just leave it. Let me go down there, then you get it. Yes, spray. Very sweet. So at this time, the children, the grandchildren of the home have one or two items to do, and I know we are in time. We are keeping in time, so we will be definitely leaving here no later than 10:05. That means by 10 o'clock we will leave. All right? Trinidad time. I don't know where this go. I should say 9:30. Yeah, quick flow. Quick flow. Yeah. Right? So, Justin, because the new Maya. So this time we'll have Maya. Not the eldest grandchild, but the eldest granddaughter to perform instrumental on the tabla for this time.
Jai Hari Krishna, Jai Hari Krishna, Govardhana Giridhari. Jai Hari Krishna, Jai Hari Krishna, Govardhana Giridhari. Radha Mohan Radha Jeevan, Radha Mohan Radha Jeevan, Mangal Jai
We have some good talent in the family. Tabla and flute, I didn't know that. Anyway, these fellas and those guys come and head on this a big party home there. You know what to do, Ramesh?
Next time.
Let's spoil it. So we have Justin to play the best instrument that he knew how to play. So I introduce Justin, grandson.
A pleasant good morning to everyone in attendance. There are only two people in this world that could actually rip me off my bed on a Saturday morning. That would be Lionel Messi and this woman here. When I scan the crowd, I see a lot of dejected faces, sadness. From my 29 years of life, that's not how my grandmother taught me to live. My grandmother taught me in the face of adversity, you smile. You grit your teeth, you put your toes in the sand if need be, and you stay strong. Let us choose to celebrate the life that my grandmother has lived, the cherished life she has lived, the blessings she has given to us all. We have come together today to celebrate an extraordinary woman, an angel amongst us, a true diamond in the rough. She embodied all that is the best in us as people. Her calming aura could have tamed even the worst of beasts. With a wave of her hand, you could have felt the weight on your shoulders just lift. The world would come to know her as the 13th child of 13 children, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Narangton, adorned with the name Queen Behoolee, as my Auntie Carlo pointed out a couple nights ago. She was actually born to the sound of clapping thunder and resounding torrential rainfall, and I guess the heavens just knew what we were preparing for. She was up on earth. She was magnificent. It would mark a new beginning through prosperity and purity. Although memories of her youth maybe showed signs of cowardice, I can recall a story that Auntie Carlo told me the other night, where they both went to the dentist as young children, and well, my grandmother, being a spoiled child, she took the cookie, of course, from the doctor, and she was a bit too scared to be the first to go behind the knife. So, being the protective big sister, as my auntie, or mama as she would call her, she said, okay, I will go first. I will show you there's nothing to be scared of. Well, that was a mistake because the next time she saw her was under the bed at home in a pool of her own tears. But the thing about that story is, it goes in stark opposition to the memory that I have of my grandmother. Before me, I saw a woman hell-bent on doing whatever she could for her family. No matter the occasion, despite the circumstances, I've only seen my grandmother giving her all for the loved ones. And she had the willingness to make the necessary sacrifices in order to see smiles on their faces. If you are on the receiving end of her convictions, well, my best wishes to you. I guess the strength she showed in life, it sort of made her a superhero too. Way better than the Marvel characters or DC characters you would see on the cinema screen. This is a real hero. A true matriarch in all sense of the lovely word. She also had the knack of making you feel as though you belonged, that you were cared for and loved. She birthed 8 children, but let's be honest, she was the mother of many. I know many here in this very audience can attest to that. I was actually humbled during the past few days of her remembrance, just to see how much lives that my grandmother actually touched. It will live as a special moment for me. It lives as a testament for who she is as a person. Her words of wisdom can weave beautiful tapestry, depicting how magnificent life can be if we just live for our fellow man. One need not look further than the temple next door. Back in her heyday, when she was a bit younger, most brighty, she would go and she would volunteer her time to jarry those that are afflicted persons, and she would shoulder their problems, being a true shield for the people. Only the strongest of us are given that mandate by God, and only the chosen few can handle such a hulking task. She believed that through her connection with religion, she could show her fellow man a more positive way of life, a life of love, compassion, and kindness. The strongest persons are the ones that can act through selflessness, and if we can all mirror this, well, the world will be ever brighter for it. My friends, with great sadness, we acknowledge the loss of the world as her soul transitions onto the next phase of her life. But as the great Gandhi once said, there are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you are now, didn't actually say no, you will always be in my heart. We're ephemeral beings after all, and the beautiful part of life is that it's very impermanent. We must seek to do the best that we can in the limited time available to us. Let us all move her legacy forward through our actions and allow her to live forever through us, the people whose lives she has touched. And Ma, as we shake hands with paradise, rest easy, knowing that you were of the best of us. A true humanitarian to the end. I am humbled in knowing you have earned your seat at the table with the top echelons of persons. You are of the highest caliber. I hope I can imitate at least half of what you represented and do you proud. Actually, I hope we all can do justice in carrying forward your legacy of selfless love, care for our neighbor, and live lives aligned with kindness and love. Thank you all.
You know, listening to Justin there, I don't know, there's no other words that could have described your grandmother in any better way. In a nutshell, she was really a supernatural one. You have to really know her. Like I said, I met her at the age of 18, just going on 18, 19, I'm sorry, 18, 13. in the year 1991, just after the coup. You know, this place next door there wasn't ever used to be like that. Those of you in the village would know. And I started this temple here just on the verge of 13 when I met, well, Ramesh wasn't that wicked, but the rest, yes. You know? And most of my teenage life, I lived right here. Right here, right in this house. When we come to temple, she was the giver of food, water, and a place to run away and sleep. You know? Because we practically lived next door. I really didn't know that God had such a curse or a blessing for me. At years after the age of 23, I left here when I was just about 17 years old. And upon returning, I never knew at the age of 23 I would have been a bounded neighbor up till now, that I'm 45. Like I ran away on my birthday and I came to see her. Because what I used to do, I used to go to see my mother every birthday of mine. She became a mother to me from ever since. So I used to come and just hold her foot and play with it, you know, blessing her one. So I say, hey, may I have for me today? She said, well, you done have everything. I said, no, what today is? And she there, and she said, I don't know what today is. I said, well, I wouldn't believe it, today's my birthday. And thanks for being here for it. I don't know about next year. And before I go into our final scripture for this morning, I hold something in my hand here, very short, neat and sweet, that this lady would have written and sent to my house how much years ago? About 3 years ago, when she got sick the very first time and fell. Right? I think she had a stroke and she fell. And when she got up, she couldn't write. So she always asked for me. And she sent this letter to my home via mail, posted through honey. The doorbell was ringing. My wife went outside and collected it. And she said, Auntie sent something. So I wondered if I got a solicitor letter or something, you know. So I afraid I didn't open it. I looked at the envelope and I said, this is for you, my son, wife, and grandchildren. And I give my wife it, and I never read this letter. In 3 years receiving this, today is the first day and I've never asked my wife what was written here. Today was the first morning I opened this and read it. And I'd like to just, you know, people think that you live your life, but this was one woman always reflected on her life. And she even write the envelope. You know, she said, I don't know if you can understand this because I can't write like before. Because I tried to decode it, you know. And then she wrote a song here, Ma Mujhe Apni Chalne Chupale, you know. And then she said, fill my box with only white flowers and a white piece of cotton and a white piece of what you call some lace or something. She said, you know, lace my body with white. You know that never, like anything much, I love my children and keep my children very close to you. We always close. She wrote that on the envelope. It's here. I'll leave it for you all today. I returned the letter. And she says, when I pass away, I want you to do my funeral and every other thing. Lakshman will put out everything for my funeral. They don't know about how to do anything about shaving and puja and any other thing. For me, because they have no idea of any funeral I am asking you to finish it on doing a Krishna Puja, and I would like for you, the children and Sari, to put white clothes on, please. Make sure all my children otherwise do so. Put on white when they moving with the 5 steps. Make sure that you all are foot to foot. When they are going to light the fire, and I shouldn't really be doing this for her because she wanted me to do this thing. I thought she didn't really pundit. See, I didn't read it. You see how you get in trouble? Read first and then talk. Yeah? So she said, I want you to play that part and stand strong. Sing beautiful songs dedicated to Mother. For the night shall come, and do not grieve. She wants to hear a song. We'll sing Lagaja Gali. So this is this part. She has some reminders here. Don't forget to change the tires. Do the inspection for the car. And change the oil. And do your alignment. Right, Adish? Right? And here, she just wrote 1 or 2 songs. But in her own way, she did this. You know? Nothing, I honestly, after 3 years, I read this letter. My wife bear witness to this. And she considered not only her children, but she considered people. She was a people person. She loved them. I would hear her. The only person she didn't like really was Uncle. She really didn't like Uncle, but she loved him. She loved him so much. You ever love something so much you would just want to break the neck? But she loved him. They had a special relationship, a bond that it was rare. It's rare. Today, you see Uncle walking around, boy, a good man. I come here. Yes, he taking a walk. And then they come back and they sit down and it's both of them in the front there. One on that side, one on this side. And they share in the moments. When the children here might be somewhere, when they let even go. That's why they say don't get between husband and wife, you know. Till death do us part. Today I want to say thank you, Ma, for the opportunity. You have given not only to me, but to all of us. As Bhagwan Krishna says, that the soul never dies. The soul never dies. And regardless of what we do in life, my dear friends, let us live life in a way. Death comes, we come and we go. And I always say, and I have a lot of personal experiences that I wish not to share. But you see, family is the most powerful unit that you can have. And any time you see, you allow a drop of salt more than what you put in your pot to enter your pot via any other hand, you destroy your whole family. And never ever allow a third party, a fourth party, or any party to come and disturb your home. Your children should always be your children. And she lived like that. I remember Suresh. You know, there was a time Suresh was a real loose cannon. You couldn't stop him. She said, hey Marge, I don't know what to say again. But that time me and Suresh pumping hard, I didn't know what to tell her to. You know? I said, don't worry now. That time Suresh picked me up. She said, I don't know what to say about this boy. No. But you know what? I love him. And I remember just 2 days ago, before she passed away, funny, Cookie was there. And she keep on, I'll call Suresh now, I'll call them, and everybody she would ask for. I'll call Rishi, I'll call this one. She wanted everybody by her side. And I knew she got that. So my dear friends, let us take an example out of today. I don't want to, we can read Kata now until Daikingam. That doesn't make sense right now. Krishna is saying what he has to say. But are we listening to anything. I really like to go and read Ramayana and thing around going in the forest and all this thing. We feel like, let's put it in the practical life. Ram suffered. He lived and he taught us how to live. Krishna in the entire Bhagavad Gita taught us one thing, detachment. If you summarize Gita, it shows you detachment. How to detach. How to detach while we are alive. So that when we die, we don't have to worry about detachment. We'll cry, you know. Tears will fall. Our heart will grieve. It's good. It's human. It's human. You know? So if you see the Baba in the Chatti show, so come on act next week. And I train a little ways. Hey boy, yes, you look people on that day, boy. Jai Ram. Because you know why? It's life. It's life. It's life. Judge it. You be the judge of that, not me. If you want to sit down, put on saffron and whole day and night and pray and think some God going to come and carry you somewhere, pay a bill with that. Buy food. Move the dictators from the country. Save the world if you're so great. I ain't that great, brother. I want to live. I will perform my duty when I am called upon. But I want to live. I told my family, let us live. Because one day we will go. And what would we have done? Pray when you have to pray. Play when you have to play. Be serious when you have to be serious. But live life in balance. This lady did that. She did that. And all of you who are sitting here, I know most of you follow that life. You know? Hypocrisy is when you do not live. Hypocrisy is when you lie to yourself. Hypocrisy is when you do the things that you're not supposed to do by hurting, malice, greed, anger, and hatred. That is hypocrisy. Don't smile in the face and show me your teeth and you're grinding it behind. Don't do that. Some people today, did he lie down here? Good fishy. And do this, that. Hey, come now man, be real. Like if you went and turned stone. You go turn stone. At the end of the day, Krishna tell Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, he say, hey, listen to me. That your uncle, that your grandfather. Who is that? That your family. Sagaman fight is war. Is war. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samavita yisabha mama kaha pandavashtena kim kuravata Sanjaya. You know, Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra, the blind king, what was happening. He says, this is on this field of dharma, it is a battle. The battle don't end. We fight it every day. And the greatest battle, my dear friends, is in our very own self. The battle we face. Not what somebody do you know. Because no one does anything to us. But yet, we are made up of the senses. We are made up of a mind. Somebody say, boy, your eye black. You take it personal. I take it personal. I'm human. If you say, boy, something is black, something look black in your eye, you think I can help you remove it? That's different, you know. You say, take the plaque off from your own eye before you remove the splinter from another man's. Understand these little things. Don't wait till that come, oh God, should I do this, I do that. Today, tomorrow, my mother, my father died. I have no regrets, you know, none. I always say that, none. Because you know why? I have nothing to regret for. Absolutely nothing to regret for. If I die today, I tell my wife and children, don't regret anything. Because you know why? I showed you all life. I learned life. And I'm still learning about life. My dear friends, life is love. And love, the word love, is always misused. And you young people who are here, a little younger than me, the young children, who may fall in love one day, don't do that. Love is not to fall in, love is to rise. And the word L-O-V-E is not a word, it is an abbreviation that comes together, what you call a prefix. It is live, omnipresent, void of emotions. L-O-V-E. When you become emotional, your emotion corrupts you. You become angry. You start to think. You start to put thoughts into things. Somebody might mean good to you. And the very same thing that you say, I love today, tomorrow you will hate it. Tomorrow you will hate it. And that is why the purest love is God's love. It's God's love, my dear friends. We as humans do not know what is love. We say we love. That is why today you will ask yourself, you have so much killing, so much disease. Where is God? It has no God? No. God is void of emotions. He cannot feel. He don't understand what feelings is. But He loves. He's omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. He's one, my dear friends. So at this time, I want you all, those of us who are here, Ramesh and my brothers, who are sitting there. You see this ceremony? It's not a hocus pocus ritual. Don't take it just so. You are doing your duty. And this is not for your mother. The next 12 days to come, everything that you all are going to do is for yourself. Because you know why? She would have done it already. After today, and tomorrow morning, when you take up that piece of bone with the ashes, and you put it in the kalsa with milk, and you do that milk parikrama, and you go to the Ganga, the ocean, and you offer it there. That is the end of Behoolee Dubay. At that point in time, physically. Everything that you offer from thereafter is for you, my brother. That soul will only receive the blessings that is now passed to you. So when you think somebody that are doing a dead puja, or they ever go to a dead puja? It have a dead song. Play a dead song for me. Let me hear that song. Where's a dead song? A dead song. A dead song have no music. It have no words. It have no life. I never hear a dead song. Look, we go in there and invite we are going in that like dead food. Like dead food. We're gonna eat dead man food. The dead care man be food. Look, they all find food for the dead. You know where you all find that food for? There are 5 shares of food that they take out, nothing for. For the cow, the dog, the bird, the fish, and for we. Foolish you can be again. You know what they call that? Karmadan. You are performing the act of giving on behalf. When you give the gifts and the seed and give all these things, who are you giving it for? She can't spend it. She can't eat it. It is your karma now you are preparing for. So my dear friends, in this simple sermon this morning, the message that I am putting across, you see, I am not talking to Alina, I'm talking to myself. Who want to listen? Listen. But I was really talking to myself. I'm a kind of mad kind of man. When I talk, I just talk to myself. Ask my wife if I want to take a lie, I just talk in my sleep too. You know? So, whole night I just talk, I think. So at the end of the day, the message here this morning is let us hold hands and live. Let us join. You know what happened yesterday happened? If you cannot forgive, you cannot live. If you cannot understand that life, if you have a bad bone with somebody, say, wait, put that aside, small thing. Let me go ahead. Let me move on. House here, land here, children here, husband here, car here. What are we going with? What are we going? What are we going? What are we carrying? And this is why I close with this song, Majan, and then while we wrap it up and having everybody to come and see final viewing, we will do our final procession to leave. All right. So I just want to render this song to my dear mother, who is now lying there. She can't hear what she is, but she'll feel it wherever she is, and to most of us. So my dear friends, life takes us one way and it takes us another place. It can either carry us up or it can bring us down. You choose which side you want to be on. It's either we go up or we come down. So my dear friends, we do not know where we are going. And as the song says, जिंदगी का सफर है ये कैसा सफर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं जिंदगी सफर है ये कैसा सफर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं है ये कैसी डगर चलते हैं सब मगर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं. Nobody understands and nobody knows where this life will take us. How we live, my friends, is how we are going to leave this world. जिंदगी को बहुत प्यार हमने दिया बहुत से भी मोहब्बत निभाएंगे हम रोते रोते ज़माने के मगर हंसते हंसते ज़माने से जाएंगे हम जाएंगे घर किधर है किसी का घर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं. You know, come let's not cry, rote rote, hasti hasti. Now we shall leave laughing today with joy. ऐसे जीवन भी है जो जिए ही नहीं जिनको जीने से पहले की मौत आ गई फूल ऐसे भी है जो खिले नहीं जिनको खिलने से पहले की मौत आ गई है परेशान थक गई चार घर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं जिंदगी का सफर करेंगे कैसा सफर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं. Say the name of God. Remember our dear beloved mother into his arms as we ask the boys to come forward. At this time, whatever is placed in this coffin at this time, when we go to the cremation ground, nothing will be removed. I do not believe in taking out these flowers and putting it to the sea. What is given there is given. Who say don't burn the flowers? Stubborn grass. Good? That is the point. What is given is given. The pindas, I will offer the pindas here. When we go down there, we will make the stops, water, arti, pick up and move. No pindas will be broken and thrown in no direction. Tell me the purpose of it, and I will do it. The purpose of offering the pindas represents the 5 sheets of the body. And when the pindas are offered, it stays there. And it goes into the Agni for consummation to take place. So I am not going to be breaking pindas down by the creek there. So anybody asks anything, please come to me. What kind of Baba is that? Come and I go talk to you. No problem. I will try my best to share the knowledge I know. I can only do what I know. I can't do what you know. What you know, you do that. Alright? So we'll offer the pindas at this time. While the pindas is being offered, we have one or two bhajans, and then we'll do our final arti, and then we leave for the ocean of peace.
Your motherly affection awakens the chords of love in my heart for your lotus feet. Swas swas ki raksha karti, pag pag pran jagati hai. It protects every breath and every step of my life. Tu विषयों की रिद्धि सिद्धि tu ब्रह्मा की भक्ति में. You're the mystic power of the rishis and the divine energy of Brahma. You're also the consort of Vishnu in the form of Lakshmi, the Shakti, the power, or Lordship. Our humble adorations again and again to your lotus feet.
So at this time we all stand for the final arti. We do the arti, we do the closing mantras over here, and then we have. See, I so promise you all. Tell the children that time. It's 20 to 10, right? So by the time the final arti is finished and closing prayer, you all will take at least a 10 minutes just to view the body, those who didn't view her, pay our final wishes to her, and then we will move. So we will leave here right. Alright? Let's join as we do our arti. This is the final time you all will do this arti. Jo dhaave pal paave धुक बिन से मन का प्रभु दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति गढ़ आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहूँ किसकी प्रभु शरण गहूँ किसकी तुम बिना और न दूजा तुम बिना और न दूजा आश करो जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतर की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी. Lord, today we offer this to you, O Paramatma, this soul unto you. Waving this light, may the soul come dancing into your arms, dear Lord. तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम अंतर्द्वारं महादेवं श्रीनारायणदेवो भव इति श्री चक्राधीश्वर श्री विष्णु 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 प्रत्यक्षं श्री प्रेत ध्यान प्रेत शांति प्रेत मोक्ष परोपरे ओम नवदैते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम्. You have all of them a flower in their hand to hold. Lakshmin and uncle and the grandchildren, you all come together, honey. You all take flowers in your hands. Immediate family here. Maya, yeah, one of you all. As we take the flowers in our hand and we make our final prayer today, God, we want to thank you for 71 years of life and to thank you for a lifetime of love, laughter, joy, happiness, and even our sadness. We thank you. Oh, we offer everything unto the God. Kayena vacha manasindriyama puratman prakriti svabhavat karomyaratu sakam parasmai narayanayati samarpyami tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhushta sakha tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva sarvam mama deva deva. सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय नमस्कारम Korean Darish. These are flowers, and those of you wish to read a body for final presentation can do so as we make final arrangements to go to the ocean of peace. So you have at least definitely 10 minutes to play it.
Barrel, you remove it.
Just pass out. Whoever coming out of there.
I come in over.
Sorry, I missed it.
understand. I know. But I want to get my this for my personal use. Like when I do it, something anyway, something set to the sheet. What's the best thing? I love my food. So my food is just really
I order next one.
but I tried what like so I'm going in and set it
I just tried not keep you. I just tried with I think price is very that's so much I have on my hand.
I've got a dog.
I know you so when you watch a man.
Yeah, boy.
This one is my birthday and I got everything. So me and Runa, we get everything. Where are you?
You going over the right and next on the other side. Yeah. Yeah, go on it. So there is. You breeze today, boy.
That's before the chips. Next up will be just before straight down by the arm.
Like right on. Just shift him up. Right here. Just a little. I don't. But you stick on it, right. Right, stick it on. Right. Just think really perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Leave it.
This one's glass.
You can break, just put it right on there.
Something and we can come down.
Like
Let's do only quick like all of the time.
yeah. Right?
Yeah, mix
Right.
That's all. Let's go, man. Off center.
स्वाहा ओम पायवे स्वाहा ओम यस्याय स्वाहा ओम प्रियस्याय स्वाहा ओम सम्याय स्वाहा ओम श्रेयस्याय स्वाहा ओम ग्रासय स्वाहा ओम शुचे स्वाहा ओम शोचते स्वाहा ओम शौचामनाय स्वाहा ओम सौखाय स्वाहा ओम तपसे स्वाहा ओम तपायते स्वाहा ओम तपोमनाय स्वाहा ओम तपाताय स्वाहा ओम धर्माय स्वाहा ओम विषकृताय स्वाहा ओम प्रयाष्टवीतये स्वाहा ओम ईशाचय स्वाहा ओम यमाय स्वाहा ओम अंतकाय स्वाहा ओम मृत्यवे स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्माहताय वे स्वाहा ओम विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो स्वाहा ओम द्यावामृताय स्वाहा ओम वचानम श्री ते श्री गणदयाय स्वाहा ओम सर्वेभ्यो स्वाहा शांतिवाह अग्निस्नानं स्वाहा
Let's touch on bypass way and go up on the side, walk side.
Right. For the light on. Light on the side. Yeah, light on the side. Go light on the
from this water, right?
See you, boy, then? No? You need to go to ओम श्री संकल्प क्रिय ध्यानम इति श्री उद्धर उद्धर ज्ञान देवा उत्तर नारायण शक्ति शांति
back there.